Are you ready for a mind-blowing fact? The Last of Us is based on a real-life parasitic fungus that turns certain insects into zombies. The fruiting body growing from the insect's head contains the spores of the fungus. The game and the new show were inspired by zombie carpenter ants, and even gave the bugs a quick cameo. But here's where it gets really interesting. The zombies in The Last of Us go through 4 stages of infection, which have parallels in nature. In an interview with a real-life fungus expert, we learn that most zombies in TV and film are depicted as reanimated corpses, but not in The Last of Us. Viruses can make us ill, but fungi can alter our very minds. One thing the game gets right, where many movies do it wrong, is that the infected are still alive when they're manipulated. There are lots of examples of this in nature. The brains of living crickets, cockroaches, and even mammals can get hijacked by different types of zombie parasites that alter their behavior. In the show, the fungus is able to reproduce by biting other humans or by contact with spores off of other humans that have these fruiting bodies sprouting off of them. The real-life fungus in question, the cordyceps parasite, spreads throughout the body as a yeast which secretes chemicals that behave similarly to neurotransmitters in the brain. It looks like the fungus is avoiding the nervous tissue, it's not eating it. These cells might be close to the brain and then secretes molecules that manipulate it in such a way that it behaves precisely to help this fungus spread. The first stage of infection in the game is when the infected humans don't show outward signs of their condition. In the beginning, the ants don't behave differently. After a few days, you see that the behavior of the ants is changing. It starts with a twitch, which is also seen in real-life ants infected by the cordyceps parasite. They seem to have whole-body convulsions. The fungus is producing a compound that is similar to eflatrum, which certain fungi produce. When an animal ingests this, they get Stagger syndrome. The humans in The Last of Us get a little hyper, moving at high speed as if stimulated by chemicals excreted by the fungus. A similar thing happens with the zombies in Professor Tebecker's lab. They're out and about all times of the day in constant locomotion. During the clicker phase in the game, the fungus has really taken over. In real life, the beginning of the end starts with a hypercontraction of the jaw muscles, and Spider Branch can't let go and die as they're eaten by the fungus within. When the ant is in place, the fungus quickly changes its strategy and starts to eat everything, including the brain, to produce a fruiting body. This is when the fungus will change from being a yeast to forming a mycelium. Everything inside is just mycelium bursting out of the host, so this is what we often call the stalk. Should we be worried about a fungal infection pandemic like in The Last of Us? Most of the fungi that we know of like to grow at lower temperatures than our body temperature. Our bodies are just not great hosts to infect because the temperature would be too high. However, in climate change, and the earth getting warmer, fungi need to adapt to be able to grow at higher temperatures as well. Their optimal temperature will become closer to our body temperature, making it more likely that in the future, we'll have more fungal infections. So while it's fascinating to explore the real-life inspiration behind the zombie fungus in The Last of Us, we don't need to worry about a full-scale apocalypse caused by parasitic fungi anytime soon. But it's still important to understand the ways in which parasites and pathogens can manipulate and control their hosts, as this can help us develop new treatments and prevention strategies for a variety of illnesses and diseases. Now, while parasitic fungi like the one in The Last of Us may not pose a significant threat to humans, they can certainly have a serious impact on our pets. In fact, there are a number of different fungi that can infect dogs and cats, causing a wide range of symptoms and health problems. One of the most common fungal infections in pets is called ringworm, which is caused by a type of fungi called dermatophytes. Ringworm can cause circular lesions on the skin, hair loss, and itching, and it can be difficult to treat. Another fungus that can infect pets is aspergillus, which can cause respiratory problems and even death in severe cases. Other types of fungi can also cause serious health problems in pets, including histoplasmosis, blastomycosis, and cryptococcosis. These infections can affect the lungs, skin, and other organs, and they can be especially dangerous for young, old, or immunocompromised animals. So if you have pets, it's important to be aware of the signs and symptoms of fungal infections, and to take steps to prevent them. This might include keeping your pets away from areas where fungi are likely to grow, such as damp soil or decaying organic matter, and ensuring that they have a healthy diet and lifestyle to support their immune system. If you suspect that your pet may be infected with a fungal disease, it's important to seek veterinary care right away. With prompt and appropriate treatment, most fungal infections can be effectively managed and cured. So, in addition to being a fascinating topic for science fiction and video games, parasitic fungi can also have a real-world impact on the health and well-being of our pets. As responsible pet owners, it's our job to stay informed and take the necessary precautions to keep our furry friends healthy and happy. And who knows, maybe the zombie fungus in The Last of Us will inspire new innovations and discoveries in the field of parasitology. After all, as we've seen, truth can be stranger than fiction. So that's it for our exploration of the real-life inspiration behind HBO's The Last of Us. Let us know in the comments what you think about the zombie fungus and its role in the game and upcoming show. And be sure to subscribe for more fascinating science content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.